Welcome everyone to the part one of the MetaWayne lecture series. This video is about the basics of MetaWayne, the uses of MetaWayne in public forum debate. So how can we incorporate MetaWayne into our strategy and use it effectively? And the importance of MetaWayne. Why is MetaWayne becoming increasingly used, increasingly important in debates? We'll break all that down in this video. So let's first talk about what is MetaWayne. MetaWayne is Wayne about Wayne. So essentially, it's how we compare the validity of different weighing mechanisms. So we can say probability is more important than magnitude, magnitude is more important than probability. That's how we're comparing weighing mechanisms. Meta-weighing is a higher level response on the weighing debate. So just like how weighing is a higher level argument than contention level arguments because it's taking both contentions into account and saying why one of them is more important. Meta-weighing is just a higher level response on the weighing debate. So it's doing the same thing weighing does with contentions, except with weighing. So it's easier to break this down with an example. One team wins that they outweigh a magnitude. Maybe they're arguing some sort of extinction scenario, nuke war, something like that. One team outweighs on probability. They have a more probable impact. Maybe it's something about economic shocks or something of that manner. And both teams are winning that they are outweighing on their chosen weighing mechanism. The judge has no way to resolve this situation without intervention. In a vacuum, there's no way to tell whether magnitude or probability is more important, just because that requires us to make personal judgments about which one is more important. We need to have debaters make those arguments for us. Another argument, another example, is that someone could say Coke outweighs coffee because it tastes better, while you would say that coffee outweighs Coke because it's healthier. How can we resolve this argument? We can't without comparing our weighing arguments, i.e., we need to be comparing taste versus health. And so in the real world or in the debate world, that would be like magnitude versus probability. So essentially, the reason why meta-weighing is so good is because we want to be reducing judge intervention and be weighing the debate, forcing the judge to weigh the debate on our terms rather than our opponents. So how do we do meta-weighing? Well, first, we need to do comparative weighing. So that's the weighing that we would be doing in every single round, such as outweighing our opponent's case on probability, magnitude, and etc. We need to make sure that our weighing is comparative and well warranted. And then we can address or preempt our opponent's weighing by simply arguing why our weighing is more important than theirs. So instead of having to do line by line on every single weighing mechanism that our opponent does, we can group all of them and then just argue that our weighing is more important for a variety of reasons, which again should be well warranted and comparative, just like how normal weighing should be well warranted and comparative. So uses, we're going to talk a little bit about some examples of how we can incorporate meta weighing into our strategy for the weighing level of the debate. So the first example is that we can read multiple weighing mechanisms in summary, saying things like we outweigh on probability, we outweigh on magnitude, making a couple arguments. And then we're going to collapse to one of those mechanisms in first final focus and then weigh that mechanism comparatively. So the advantage of this is that we can sort of see how our opponent responds to our meta weighing in second summary, or our weighing in second summary, and then choose one of the mechanisms to go for in first final focus and weigh that mechanism against our opponent's argument. It also allows us to be more time efficient because we don't have to address every single mechanism individually. A quick note is that it's sort of up to each judge whether or not meta weighing is allowed in second final focus. So if you are the second speaking team, it's definitely going to be advantageous to do the meta weighing in second summary instead of second final focus. It's probably way more fair to your opponents, and it's also going to make it a lot easier for the judge to vote on it if they're hearing it earlier rather than later. Another example of uses is that teams can read one main weighing mechanism in rebuttal, so saying we outweigh on probability, and then weigh that in summary instead of reading multiple warrants for weighing in summary, such as we outweigh on probability and we outweigh on magnitude. The only new warranting we're going to be doing in summary is the meta weighing, warranting out why our weighing mechanism is more important than our opponents. So what this sets us up for is this gives us pretty good efficiency on weighing. We don't have to spend that much time on weighing, honestly, because we are only reading one weighing mechanism and then meta weighing out, while our opponents have to try to respond to that weighing mechanism and meta weighing. Basically, we're just doing a better job than them of weighing the weighing. So why is meta weighing important and significant? It's important and significant because it consolidates the round in your favor. We want to be forcing the judge to weigh the debate from the lens we want them to be looking at. So that requires meta weighing. It also sets you up to be immediately ahead elsewhere in the debate if we're doing it correctly. So what I mean by this is meta weighing trickles down. If we're winning meta weighing, then we're winning weighing, which means we are immediately ahead on the contention level debate because the judge is forced to look at our side before they look at our opponent's side because our argument is more important. So if we win, that probability is more important than magnitude, and we win that we have a higher probability than our opponent, then our judge must immediately look to our contention when deciding who won the round. And if we won some offense on our contention, we then won the round. We're weighing the weighing so that even if our opponents win a weighing mechanism, it doesn't matter. So even if our opponents win that they outweigh on magnitude or they outweigh on probability, it's not going to matter because we have this other weighing mechanism which is better. So it's forcing the judge to look at the round through the lens you want them to look at it through. Is meta weighing the future of PF? I believe it is. Meta weighing is the future of PF. You can check out my blog post, Meta weighing the future of PF, for more information. But generally, why I believe that meta weighing is going to become increasingly used and increasingly important is that PF is getting faster and more technical. So this makes both argument resolution both harder and more important. It's harder because teams are reading more arguments. So therefore, it's harder to determine who is really winning when there's like 3 warrants for the same part of the debate. And it's also more important because, again, if we're getting increasingly technical, increasing flow judges compared to lay judges, then that requires us to be resolving arguments rather than just resolving them on things like speaking style and perception. As weighing has also gotten increasingly used because of this increasing technicality and speed, it also makes it harder to determine who has won the weighing without some sort of meta weighing. So conclusion, meta weighing is how we compare different weighing mechanisms, and meta weighing has increasingly strategic importance. Tune in to part 2 of this lecture series where we're going to discuss more warranting of meta weighing, how to prepare for meta weighing debates, and how to access that increasing strategic importance. Thanks so much.